My name is Dorota and I live with depression since I was a teenager. I went through many ups and downs associated with mental health during my life. Many depressive episodes during which I was at the bottom, lonely, surrounded by darkness and fear. Many of those moments I suffered in silence due to the stigma attached to mental health, due to the fear of being judged, due to the fear of being sanctioned and announced incapable of looking after my children. During my life and during those episodes, depressive episodes, I very often push people away because the reactions to the mental health distress that I may display not always are very helpful. And I recently became a champion for Time to Change campaign, and I advocate for mental health through my art and my poetry, as at some point I realized that there are too many people suffering in silence in particular, because we cannot open up, because we are afraid, because we are not understood. So this, what I would like to do today is to share a few phrases that I used frequently when someone expresses any mental health distress. One of those phrases is pull yourself together. Well, believe me or not, but if you are in this dark state, you do try. You kick, you punch, you shout, and you're trying to get out of it. However, pulling yourself together is not easy. We are aware we need to do it, but we don't really like to hear that phrase, because look at the different scenario. If you are approached with any story of the person who, let's say, fights cancer, would you tell them to pull themselves together? Or it would not be very helpful. The same when somebody breaks their leg and can't move freely, would you tell them to pull themselves together? I don't think so. Why are we using it for people who may be in the mental health distress? That's not helpful. Another phrase that I really, really hate is count your blessings. Hearing that phrase makes me feel guilty. It makes me feel worse, because when I suffer, I am aware of all the good things that I did or are surrounding me, and I am really counting those blessings. But hearing this kind of prompt is showing me the insensitivity that the person saying that displays to me, because at that point of time I can't see those blessings. I am in the dark, I am at the bottom, and I struggle. Hearing this phrase makes me feel guilty towards all the good that is in my life, and that's not helpful, because it's pushing me even more into my void. Another phrase: others have it even worse. Believe me, we all know that there are people who have awful circumstances and they are hard. But the same, at the moment of mental health distress, we feel that our situation is quite bad. And I'm sorry, but at this point we don't really care that others may have it worse, because we suffer. In this moment, we suffer. So the same as I used the example of cancer fighter, you wouldn't say that to them, would you? Mental health illness is an illness, the same as a physical illness, and it has physical signs too. And one of them is this inability to perceive anything beyond your circumstances, anything beyond your pain. Another one that I would like to abolish is you are just too sensitive. You have to toughen up. I don't think that being sensitive is such a bad thing. On the contrary, me being sensitive, I'm able to feel empathy to others who suffer, to others that may have certain circumstances. I am able to admire beauty. I am able to connect with creativity. That's not bad, is it? When I feel distress, it's not about me being too sensitive. It's about me feeling my pain, about me feeling unwell. And I don't think I should toughen up. On the contrary, actually, I think that I am quite a strong person, considering that I live with my disease for so many years and still achieve things, still move forward. Yes, I have my setbacks. Everybody does. But I think I am strong, and anybody telling me that I need to toughen up, well, I really want to show them how I can toughen up by expressing my anger towards them. And I can't help it. It is wounding to hear those phrases, and it is making us worse. The last one that I would like to share today is, you have such wonderful children, you have to live for them. Well, I know that. You don't need to remind me. You don't need to make me feel guilty that I am unwell, and at this point in the time I am a bit unable to live fully for my children. However, this that I am still alive, believe me, I am doing it for them. I am fighting every day to be there for my children, and don't make me feel guilty by reminding me that I need to do it for them, because I do. Thank you for listening, and I hope that hearing my story and considering to rephrase your statements to people suffering mental health issues would make a change. We need to make a change. Thank you for listening.